Hello there, welcome back to Great Britain. Last time, well, we fought off quite a bit of the revolutionaries, and I think that's basically exactly what we're going to continue doing this episode. We have quite a bit of them. They are quite annoying. Morocco started piecing Mali apart, which has led to Jollof here being reborn, which is a little bit interesting, but not that interesting really. I could just go for straight out next of them, but that's really what I have to do if I want to take the coast area here, but I think I'm fine. Anyways, we are going to most likely go ahead here and declare war on Nepal. The core construction for virtually everything here is more or less done, and we'll most likely be able to save up the points that we need during the time here. I guess Russia broke their alliance because they have a mission get into India, and that's a little bit unfortunate, but not much I will do about that. I guess we'll go with show superiority since we do have the opportunity to do so. And with that, we got some more rebels in Upper Doab. As usual, we're going to use one of the armies as siege squad. The other is going to be used as more or less a, well, keep everything at base squad. And we should be perfectly capable of dealing with this with just one army. I'll probably use this also to, Russia, you're not going to be allowed to land any troops through my lands. Hasn't had so allowed to because they will probably just fight each other. Yeah, I'll probably just fight each other. I'm happy with that. We have some Japanese revolutionaries though, so it could be interesting to see how that actually works out. But I do have the claim on Kyoto, so I'm really tempted to just declare war as soon as the truce is up. I was also planning. No, I was actually planning to do the trade hegemon achievement, but unfortunately I forgot about that. So we'll have to do that next time we get the opportunity to do so. Anyways, with this, the battle is, or the war is already won. We have murdered their entire army, and I do expect to be able to do that more or less consistently throughout the entire war. So, not much else to say. We're just going to siege the entirety of Nepal, and then we're going to take a ton of provinces. That's the plan, at least. See how it works out. Military attack 25 have been reached. Metallurgy, with that we get an increase in artillery fire by 2, artillery shock by 0.10, and we can now use royal mortars, which we're a little bit of crown. No, we're just going to upgrade the mortar unit, and we're of course going to use that. As you can see here, the war itself is going pretty damn nicely. It's more or less done. Let's just say that. All that really remains is to make sure that we get siege of everything, or that we have siege everything that we want. And once we've done that, the war is pretty much done for, I dare say. So we're definitely nearing the end here. The only thing that I'm kind of considering here is if I have to actually annex Nepal. I don't have to, but I probably will have to since I need Kathmandu, which is a little bit unfortunate. And we also have to go up against Kochi here because we do need some other provinces here, but at least we are making some pretty decent progress, more or less. Jaipur is done, which is good. We will do. There is something we can do, and we will do it. Let's see, how much can I actually take before it becomes too much? I can take this, then it becomes too much. So as you can see here, with the current setup, I can take more or less as much land as I will need or want to, but overextension is of course going to be a bitch about it. So what I think we'll do is just wait for this thing to be completed, and then we're going to go for that deal where I get 99% overextension. It's probably a horrible idea, but it should work out. That's at least what I'm hoping for here. We'll see if I'm wrong. All right, though. So the core was just done, and with that we are going to make the deal I originally set up, I think, which was this. And this is going to cost me quite a bit on the core scale, but it should be fine. It's a little bit surprised to see that Gouda and Bengal Delta are actually higher on the overextension list, but I guess that means that I'll have to pay more in the future. But it doesn't matter. We do have quite a bit of India now, so that's at least looking good. I wonder how much here I can actually, yeah, still behind on the admin point setup, so we'll have to play it carefully. I'll probably attack, once this first sets of courses are actually done, we're probably going to attack, what's their name? Japan and just take what we are currently missing. So that is perfectly alright. We can also just fabricate claims on 6 provinces before the next war, so that's also kind of an issue, but it at least gives us some time to again just build up what we are currently missing, more or less, which I think is pretty damn important, to be perfectly honest. We definitely have to take this time to get an advantage, more or less. So I'll have the course finished, and then we're going after Japan again. So that is that's the plan. We'll see how it works out. I just realized something a little bit funny here. Japan would not trust Great Britain to die properly, so apparently here there's I haven't actually noticed that before, which is a little bit interesting, no matter how you look at it. Russia is at least ready here to make, well, peace. I refused the military access while they were being dicks, but we'll see if we can get the alliance up and running again to potentially trash Austria some more. We'll see if that actually happens or not. It probably won't. Anyways, I do have a little bit of an issue when it comes to the Japan setup, and that is basically the issue of Nepal and Japan being in a coalition together, which it's been ages since I actually had a coalition against me, but even so, Nepal and Japan have joined forces to kill me. And if you consider all the land I've taken in this area and the aggressive expansion, I think they might have gone a little bit overhand in nerfing it, but I think this is also what is necessary in order to make sure that that it's possible to actually get enough land to do a world conquest. Especially if you want to do it in a way that doesn't exploit cheese, like potentially, if you really went in to do it like the cheese came out with the Ottomans, you could probably pull that off, but I wouldn't really have been happy with doing a world conquest that way. Again, you kind of have to take advantage of the mechanics, but straight out abusing them is not really, it's not really how I play. At least that's what I like to think. I might be abusing something when I don't really think about it, but yeah, I kind of prefer to play to some degree fair, but I probably shouldn't. It's a single player game. Anyways, I'll not be going out on a tangent here. And also, when I said a single player game, I mean this game. I don't really see EU4 as a single player game because I believe it's a lot more fun when you actually play with. I play a couple games with a friend just messing around, but it's a lot more fun. But it also makes things way more. How should I put this? Way more harder to predict how things will actually go, which is a little bit annoying, but it also makes it quite a little fun. Kind of like Crusader Kings, where you don't even know how if you're going to get killed by your aunt or not. But it's fine. Anyways, we're going to, as I said, allow the course here to be done, which I completely forgot about, which I usually do. And once they're done, we're most likely going to either declare war on Japan, or we're going for that coalition war, which I think won't be that expensive right now. At least that's what I hope, but we'll just have to wait and see. We still have quite a bit of rebels to whack, so it's not like it's an issue. I think we also lost all the modifiers for... Yeah, we lost all the modifiers for the peasant thingy, but they still haven't given up, so I'll probably get some stability points sometime for no good reason, which is a little bit hilarious here. As you can see, all 3 of my trade companies here actually give me merchants. It's not yet strong enough. Oh well, doesn't matter. I'll set up the trade companies and see if I can get full for trade achievement. There we go, with the coin of Jetgaja, the first series of course is actually done. Our extension is down 33%. And with that, even though we still have the coalition to worry about, we will go ahead and declare war. We'll get Nepal as a adversary as well, but let's face it, they aren't really anything I'd worry about in this scenario. I should be perfectly capable of beating them, and we also have fabricated claims on everything we want, so that'll be the main priority during this war, to take as much as we can, of course, depending on what we can afford. And hopefully that'll be quite a bit, really. We'll just have to see how this goes. With the, well, not as wide front as we usually had, it shouldn't be as much of a issue. We still have revolutionaries popping up every now and again. But, again, it's not really an issue. We're really just kicking their asses wherever we go. They have yet to even win a battle, to put it in perspective. So, again, I'm pretty sure we'll win this in the end. And I'm pretty sure we win this battle too, which means that then they're suddenly locked inside their own land and can't really do anything, which also is pretty damn good. And we already won the siege of Kyoto, which is not really a surprise considering that I set 40,000 men to siege it. I just want to check 21% overextension. Well, that's not too much. And also, I don't think I want to take. It's not part of. It's not part of Japan, so I don't really need to take that. It's just part of. Asia, so it doesn't actually. It's not a requirement. But I don't like that my army was losing as much as they are right now. That's not good. We lost far too many men to deal with that issue, but it should be fine. As long as I don't actually pop up any more rebels, we should be able to just go east in one swift move. At least keep the universities clean. Football. One extra revolt risk for a year. No, for a half a century. Don't really want that. My devices haven't heard of football. We'll take trade efficiency boost, but yeah, that's not a. That isn't really anything that I like, no matter what happening, more or less. We'll go with the quartermaster for some reinforced speed. But anyways, yeah, I didn't want that negativity that was about to happen, unfortunately. But again, I kind of just want to lock down Nepal here, so I can't actually move that army anywhere, and thus I can just kill it whenever I feel like it, which is, to be perfectly honest, right now. So we're just going to kill that. We're just also going to just siege everything and hopefully get a pretty good deal out of this. And it looks like we're almost done with this war. I think this is the deal that we'll be going for at the moment. We do still have 2 calls here that we need to get done, and I believe they leveled up at 33%. Let's just check that out. Yeah, 33% overextension. The 4 provinces that I'm taking, Kyoto, Bengal, Rajabara, and Kalingandra, will give me 66. That measures up pretty damn neatly, and of course, taking coast is kind of what I'm mostly focused on. We also have some rebels down here, and the achievement Land of the Rising Sun just fired, so that's a proof that I actually got it. Pretty damn neat. Anyways, we are going to deal with our rebels here. We're going to call the provinces that we just took, which includes Kyoto and Bengal Delta. Wow, both of them are pretty damn expensive to call. So yeah, I'm getting more and more of a, as you know, admin points deficit here. The longer I play, which is definitely not a good scenario to be in. But we might just have to take a break here. And how old is the heir? Do I want to start trying to kill Octavius? I think I do. We're going to assign him as general of a squad. He's fairly alright, really, so can't really complain about him that way either. I completely forgot about the revolutionaries that are over in Spain. We have to deal with them. I was kind of more concerned about the rebels and revolutionaries that were in my land. But doesn't matter. We'll put Octavius in charge of this 40k army, and hopefully that'll get him killed sooner rather than later. We'll see how it plays out. It looks like Austria's gone to a pretty civil war here when I get summons from everyone. So the kind of war with Bohemia, Sweden has, and that whole shenanigans. The Russians are trampling on Lithuania. So all in all, this started to get quite interesting here. If actually the Russians can get aboard with Austria, then they're pretty much screwed. They are going to get squished from basically every side if we can get Bohemia in on the deal. Which could actually make things really, really hilariously funny. But I'm not going to give any of these anything they want. We're just going to tell them all to go home and go to bed. And if it's going to autosave every one of these, then I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. But we're just missing one of the provinces right now from the coring setup. We still have a ton of rebels to deal with, which is, again, a pretty high effect on the manpower. I can't actually remember the last time my manpower was at full, which is kind of bad. But it's perfectly alright. As you can see, we're losing quite a bit of money. But even so, we're actually losing, I think, 20 a month. Yeah, 20 a month. Again, this is something I can actually live with. And the reason for that is there's always an event that gives me money. Even if it's you have the statue event, you have a ton of them, and all of them give me between 500 to 5,000 ducats. So running a $20 a month deficit is not really an issue in this game. But we're going to have to cut it short here. We did manage to take Kyoto in this game, or this session, and gave us the land of the rising sun. We'll probably get Master of India next time, we'll presume, or the time after that. If not, we'll probably go after Oman and Aden. The alliance with Persia is still on, so I think we might just go for that. Take Hormuz, Aden, and of course Malacca. And I think I'll try and time it so I can take everything at once. Again, the reason being that if I can do that, I'm pretty sure I don't really have to. I don't really have to do anything more or less in terms of how should I put this? Wait a minute, does these not belong to a colonial region? Oh, colonial California, and we have colonial Alaska. I'm going to get 2 more then. And that's just annoying. Anyways, that also means that I can declare war on these guys. Yeah, it does, because the colonial nation is going to be created pretty shortly here. And we can also just send the... No, we can't actually send them there, so it doesn't matter. We'll keep those guys there, we'll go into Pima, and we'll see to that. But again, I'm getting ahead of myself here. We're going to continue next time. We'll probably deal with Nepal then. And potentially get the trade hegemon achievement as well. 4 for trade, if it's possible to get that. We are 1 merchant away, so I'm pretty sure once we actually conquer Nepal and the rest of the India area, we're going to get that last merchant, so I can always check if I can do it. But we'll wait and see. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and hopefully I'll see you around next time. Bye.